Can you hear me? I was saying something wrong with the motion. It looks like it's sticky at a lower frame rate. In the top stories, NEVLEC to remove fuel surcharge for households, investigations continue into fatal accident, and preparations for Sugar Mass 51 underway. The details to these stories and more after the break.
Be ready for school with the coolest deals from Courts. Free gifts with your back-to-school purchases. Plus, up to 50% off cell phones, computers, printers, televisions, and more. Shop today with no cash and get instant credit on 3 to 36 months credit plans. Save big with great deals and head back to school in style. Only from Courts. Bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I'm Jason Davis. The Nevis Electricity Company, or NEVLEC, has removed the fuel surcharge for domestic consumers and capped it at 65 cents per kilowatt for commercial consumers. The announcement was made on Tuesday by Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, during his monthly press conference.
And NEVLEC has indicated to us that that will allow them to remove the fuel surcharge from our residential customers. And so that is what we propose to do. So the government, the cabinet, would have agonized over this for many weeks. And we would have realized that we tried at $1.25 million subsidy, and that despite the fact that that provided some relief, there was still some anxiety in the community. And so we've gone back and we will be providing an additional $500,000, so a total now of $1.75 million per month to NEVLEC.
These new decisions are expected to take effect in September. The Premier warned that the cap will remain if the international price per gallon remains as well.
Now, of course, the plan can go awry if fuel prices were to escalate exponentially going forward. But based on what we're seeing, that prices might have stabilized and or prices might actually be a little lower for August.
The cost of electricity has been a topic of discussion among divisions on social media, and this latest decision has been welcomed in posts online. The Premier's comments also follow a Monday press release by the Nevis Reformation Party saying the surcharge would have been removed on the first day of the party taking office if the party wins the next local island elections due in early 2023. Investigations continue into a fatal traffic accident that occurred in Halfway Tree on Friday. According to a police report, the accident involved motorcycle PA 9083, which was owned and driven by 23-year-old Shaquille Marsham of Godwin Gut, as well as motor bus PA 3155, owned by Tessroy Green of Halfway Tree, which was parked along the island main road, and motor truck PA 793, owned by Alfonso Isaac of Middle Island and was driven by Joseph Clark of Lime Kiln Project. The police say that at approximately 5:35 p.m. on Friday, Marsham was traveling towards Sandy Point on the motorcycle and Clark was traveling in the direction of Old Road. As both vehicles got into the vicinity of Mr. Green's workshop in Halfway Tree, Marsham collided with the front of Green's bus and fell between his motorcycle and the truck. The district medical doctor arrived and pronounced Marsham dead at the scene. An autopsy will be performed on the body of Shaquille Marsham to determine the exact cause of death. In other news, Carnival this year will see the return of street activities. A press release issued on Tuesday said the St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Committee, under the leadership of Chairperson Shannon Hawley, is busy making final preparations. In the release, the committee stated that Sugar Mass is slated to go back to its original full format, including Juve and the Grand Parade, after the scaled-back versions in 2020 and 2021. The slogan competition, which is now closed, attracted more than 200 entries, and an announcement of the winner is expected on Wednesday. Registration is already open for all competitions scheduled for Sugar Mass 51. These include the National Calypso Monarch, National Carnival Queen, Soca Monarch, Juve, Road Match, Grand Parade, and Panorama. Fringe event organizers, vendors, and service providers are also encouraged to indicate their participation by completing the registration documents by Friday, the 9th of September. Forms are available at skncarnival.com or at the National Carnival Committee office in the E.C. Daniel Building on Keon Street. Chairperson Shannon Hawley recently met with the new minister responsible for Carnival, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, and indicated that an organizing committee will be named shortly. Ms. Hawley has expressed confidence in the ability of the committee to stage a successful event free of COVID-19 restrictions. Founder of the non-profit organization St. Kitts and Nevis Alliance for Equality Incorporated, or SCANAIF, Tynetta McCoy, said she's pleased with the judgment handed down by His Lordship Justice Trevor Ward QC concerning the decriminalization of the buggery law in St. Kitts and Nevis. She was speaking during a press conference on Tuesday that was held on Zoom by the Eastern Caribbean Alliance for Diversity and Equality in collaboration with SCANAIF.
For me personally, after hearing the judgment yesterday, it was a time that I lost words. But more importantly, it's happy for me and also hearing remarks from the community where majority of the community members has reached out to me and they are very happy and also noting that this is the first step and there's a lot of work still to be done, because it's something that I feel it's about time that people are allowed to be themselves. And it took way too long for the law to be overturned. And I hope that person now start to respect personal choices and allow each other the right to be happy and live their life.
McCoy, who was also a claimant in the case, stated that public education needs to be done surrounding the buggery law in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And also, going forward, I know there's education, public awareness need to be done because some respond where it seems as though society in St. Kitts and Nevis with lack of education around the bird law. So I think once we start a campaign around awareness, expressing the judgment that was take place, it should be good. And I mean, coming from the community level, we are happy. It's a stepping stone, and we're ready to keep on going because it doesn't just stop here.
During her remarks, lead counsel on the case, Nadia Chiesa, said that St. Kitts and Nevis is now the 4th court in the Caribbean to strike down the buggery law, following Trinidad and Tobago, Belize, and Antigua and Barbuda. That should be the 4th country in the Caribbean to strike down the buggery law. She added that, quote, this reinforces and underscores that human rights protections that are at the core of the Constitution are to be enjoyed and to benefit all persons in the Federation, end quote. After the break, federal government praised for green efforts and cabinet welcomes Dwayne Bravo. Stay with us.
CPL T20 has come again to St. Kitts and Nevis, right here at our own Warner Park, where the spirit of Caribbean cricket will come alive. This year marks 8 years of Republic Bank's prestigious position as the official banking partner of CPL Cricket. Our bank lives, breeds and supports Caribbean cricket, from grassroots youth cricket fight for fun to Caribbean Premium League matches where our St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots will fight for victory. Republic Bank gives you many ways to win and get into the game. Just log on to our website, Facebook and Instagram platforms, or tune in to our radio programs to learn about the Season of Sweetness summer campaign and ways to win with Republic Bank, the official banking partner of CPL 2022.
Elevate your experience with Flow's fiber-fast internet and mobile combined. Enjoy double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines, plus up to 35 megabits per second home internet speed at the best rate, giving you the best value to stay connected. I think our Flow mobile is elevated.
You think?
An elevated experience starts with Flow at home, powering double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines at the best rate. Visit a Flow store to sign up today.
When my mom was a child, my grandma was only able to provide just what they needed. When my mom got older, she was then able to provide what they needed and some. But now, with FlexPay, I am able to get everything we need and lots more with cashback.
For the last 25 years, SN Hospital's Company Limited has given customers millions in cashback for free groceries with every hire purchase in their never-ending cashback.
The biggest party in sport is back for the 10th year of CPL.
That is magnificent.
CPL will be bigger, better and louder than ever, with more sixes, more entertainment and more of the world's best players. And this year there's also women's games, with the Women's CPL taking place right here in St. Kitts. Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Welcome back. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, has praised Prime Minister, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, and Minister of Sustainable Development, Environment and Climate Action, Dr. Joel Clark, for their efforts already in wanting to move the Federation on a sustainable path. During his monthly press conference on Monday, the Premier said that he has had a number of phone calls with both persons.
In fact, let me say that I have engaged with our new Prime Minister, Dr. Drew. We have met formally, but we've also engaged on quite a few occasions on the telephone. And I am impressed thus far with his commitment to renewable energy. I have also engaged with Dr. Senator Joel Clark, whom he has put in charge of the thrust for renewable energy, and we look forward very much to working with the new federal government in order to bring renewable energy to people's switches in their homes, to move it from just talk to actually manifesting itself in cleaner, greener, and of course low-cost energy.
The Premier also stated his intention to supply St. Kitts with geothermal energy when it comes on stream. He spoke of how this would translate to savings for consumers.
To give you an idea, while we are here talking about 65 cents and 80 cents and all of that, geothermal energy we expect should come in at around 11 US cents. So 11 US cents is about what, 28, 29 cents EC. So you compare that to 80 cents, which is just the surcharge. That is not yet the consumption. So when you add the consumption onto that, you're probably up to well over $1 if you were to go the way that we're going now. And of course, we are buffeted by these exogenous shocks.
Premier the Honorable Mark Brantley during his monthly press conference in Nevis on Tuesday. Dwayne Bravo, captain of the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots cricket team, paid a courtesy call on the Cabinet of Ministers on Monday to meet the new administration and celebrate the team's success in the 60. Bravo greeted the ministers and showed off the Universe Boss trophy to the Cabinet. He said he was proud of the team's accomplishment in the new 60-ball competition introduced by the Caribbean Premier League. Captain Bravo also presented Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew with a custom-made St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots jersey. The back of the jersey bears the name PM Drew and the number 8, the constituency the Prime Minister represents in the federal parliament. Dwayne Bravo and his team are now focused on defending their maiden victory in the CPL 2020 tournament, which bowls off on Wednesday in Basse-Terre. Captain Bravo left the Trinbago Knight Riders in 2021 after winning 4 championships to join the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. He told the cabinet that he was looking for a new challenge.
I want this to be my next home, and I want you guys to embrace me. I will make sure and do everything in my powers to make sure that this beautiful twin island will be highly respected worldwide. If there's anything I can do, I'm just a message away, whether it's to be sports, entertainment, tourism, anything. Just feel free to reach out, and I'll be happy to continue to work with the youths of St. Kitts and Nevis.
In response, Prime Minister Drew thanked Captain Bravo and said that the Federation has embraced the Patriots cricket team.
You have indeed made us proud thus far. I know that last year you won the tournament and you have won the new version of the short version of the game, which is the 60, and I think that Kittitians and divisions are happy for that as well. So we look forward to you all performing well, but nonetheless, whatever it is, you will have our full support, and we are proud to have you as part of the Patriots team.
The Patriots won the inaugural competition on Sunday, defeating the Trinbago Knight Riders by 3 wickets. Junior Minister of Education in Nevis, the Honorable Troy Liburd, says he's pleased for the start of the 2022-2023 school year. He was at the time delivering remarks at the Back to School Convocation 2022 at the Nevis Performing Arts Center on Monday. The event was held under the theme Education for the Future, Reflect, Refocus, Recalibrate at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. During his remarks, the junior minister said farewell to retiring school principals and teachers, commended remaining teachers, wished well to those going off to study, and welcomed those joining the teaching fraternity. He encouraged the new teachers to be respectful to students, colleagues, and the authorities wherever they're assigned. In other news, on Saturday, several young performers displayed the skill